Content repurposing. Hello again, my AI enthusiast. Today I'm bringing you a new AI agent workflow, which is very interesting. It will repurpose our YouTube long form videos into engaging Instagram Reels. So the problem statement that you could get from it is, have you ever watched a long YouTube video or podcast? So if maybe it's a content creator or anyone who wants to repurpose, and then you say that specific part would actually make an amazing Instagram reel, but then you realize how much work is involved, and then you skip that part. So the AI agent that I'm going to show you will actually solve this problem in few seconds. So the pain points into the process are the following. The first one is to find the exact timestamps in the long video. For example, if it's a 2 hours podcast, you'll have to go through maybe 30 minutes more, and then to find the exact timestamp of the interesting part will take you 30 minutes plus. To clip the video, so here you'll have to have a software that will help you with this. You have to import your video, to clip, to export, to go back and look for the exact timestamp, to come back and clip. This also will take you more than 30 minutes for sure. Adding caption, this one is easy, but also could take you going through each clip and then choosing the caption. Uploading all the clips, so you have to go through each clip and upload to your Instagram, also could take you a lot of minutes. And the worst part is that you have to repeat this process over and over. So the AI agent that I'm bringing to you today can take a long video, for example, this vibe coding is the future, and transform into small reels, Instagram reels, in few seconds. So let's dive into our workflow and see how this works. So if you want the workflow, if you want to download the workflow and go through each while watching this video, I've already shared the workflow where you can download it. You can download it from my Gumroad. You just need to download this JSON, and the other two files are the guide for Facebook developer guide and S3 bucket setup guide. And this clipping tool JSON, you'll have to import it as file, and you'll have all of this workflow installed in your N8N. So the workflow that is going to be helping us to do this, we have two sub workflows. The first workflow will be getting the YouTube link and then trying to get all the interesting parts and then clip them using a server that I created. I'm going to share it with you. And then after clipping them, the server will also save them to the cloud. I'm using Amazon Web Service S3, and then the S3 will return us the links to those videos and will save them to Google Sheet. So here I have a Google Sheet, and the Google Sheet will have download link, caption, and status. Status, it will be pending or done if it's already posted. And that's all about the first workflow. The second workflow will be triggered if our Google Sheet is updated, and it will actually go ahead and use Facebook API to upload to our Instagram account all of those videos as reels. So let's first go through some few prerequisites that we need. The first one is the Google Sheet connection. We need a Google Sheet to store all our links to our cloud URLs where we stored our clips. So we need to connect the Google Sheet. It's straightforward. You have to immediately sign in with Google to get it connected and create this Google Sheet with these three titles: download link, caption, and status. Second one is Instagram professional account. It has to be professional because it's the only one which allows to post content using the API, and it should be connected to your Facebook page. So I have two docs here that I will share. The first one is a step-by-step how to use Facebook Developer to post content on Instagram via API. So it's a step-by-step doc. It will be easy to set up. And the second one is how to set up AWS S3. And we start with the complete creation of AWS account. So if you are new to AWS, don't worry. This is your step-to-step guide on how to set up this cloud service. And you will also need any AI model. So let's go through our workflow and make a tour and see how each node works. So I'll test workflow and we'll go through each. The first one is the Telegram trigger, and we will need to send it a YouTube link. I'll send it this one. And after we send it, it already got it. This one actually takes the video link and then it extracts the ID. Basically, we received this link, but we needed actually this last string, which is the ID of the link. And we need to go through we need to get the transcripts of the YouTube video. And I used Search API. You can go ahead and sign up. It's very straightforward, and it will return all the transcript of the whole video. And we are using an AI model to retrieve the interesting parts. So here I say you are in Instagram Reel or TikTok video maker. You are given the video transcript and understand the video concept, and you are required to clip all the interesting parts. They must be interesting, controversial, funny, and you have to return this kind of object, an array of this object. Basically, for each clip, we need its start seconds, its end seconds, the title, which will take us the caption. The title can be a small sentence describing the clip, and the script. I give it an example. A title: a boy says he can't text first. Yeah. So I also told it to only return the JSON, and after returning the JSON, we parsed it, and basically this is our result. If I click on JSON, you see that the rise of AI generated code, and we have 26 seconds, and here is the second clip, and basically you can see that it analyzed all the transcript and generated the interesting part. And the next step is to save. We need a server that will receive those start and end timestamps and actually save those clips independently. So while I was working on this workflow, I found that a lot of services charge a lot of money to do this, to actually clip the videos and save it somewhere, maybe download it. So I created a way how you can actually save them on your own, and that is actually where AWS S3 comes in. And basically, here is the repo. I created a server which is publicly available. You'll have to clone it, and then I designed it to be hosted on Railway, but you can go ahead and search on ways to host it on other cloud service. So the reason why is that we need a package called ffmpeg to be installed anywhere you are going to deploy it. So using Railway, you have to add this railway.json. So back to the repo, this is a YouTube chunk to AWS S3. It's a lightweight server that's used for extracting and processing specific segments from YouTube videos and automatically uploading them to AWS S3. So it uses YTDL. It's a package for streaming and downloading YouTube videos, and it uses ffmpeg to clip those videos and format them and send them to AWS S3 as clipped. So in a .env.example here, So I'm sorry, this is more technical, but if you need any help, you can always reach out. You'll have a .env variable. This is where you keep all your secret variables. And to get all of those variables, I created a doc file which will direct you step by step how to get your AWS S3 bucket storage setup. It's very straightforward. If you follow this doc, you will understand. And after getting those variables, then you can go ahead and run it locally or deploy it on Railway. After deploying it, those variables, you have to actually come here in variables and add them. And after deploying it, you'll be able to send GET request to YouTube chunk to S3. It will need 3 query parameters: URL, start, and end. And those are actually the things that we already have in our workflow. And it will get the URL, it's the video that we had. It will add the start and the end of the clip, and then it will go ahead and return a URL where we saved your clip on our cloud, on our AWS S3 account. And this is actually what we'll use to save it on Instagram. And after that, we will save all of those to our Google Sheet. And if I check again my Google Sheet, it's updated. And while I was recording this, everything was done. And you can imagine how long this could have taken to do all of those jobs. The AI generated 5 clips already saved. We can go ahead actually and maybe run one and see how it is. I run it for a few seconds.
It's like somebody dropped some like giant beanstalk seed.
Yeah, it's working. And now that's all about the first workflow. If you have any question, you can always reach out. If this server is complex, you can always, or if there is any issue, you can report any issue. And yeah, that's all about the first workflow. So for this server, if you already hosted it on Railway, to get the link, you'll have to come here on the deployment and click on settings, and in networking, you can generate a public link, and here I generated mine, and that is what I used here. Of course, I have to make a request on YouTube chunk to S3 and add the query params that I'm supposed to add. So that's a small detail I forgot about, the how to send the request to our server. So for the second workflow, now that we have all our clips on the cloud, we don't actually need to go to Instagram and post each one. If we don't need to edit any of the videos, we already have the clipped video and the caption. We can automate the post to Instagram, and we can do this with the help of this workflow. And the trigger is the Google Sheet. If the row is added, then we trigger this, and this is basically it. We set the document and the trigger is on row added, and we aggregate all of those rows because sometimes a lot of rows are added at the same time. And we need 3 actually keys. We need app ID, app secret, and access token. These are from the developer's Facebook developer account. You need to go through. By the way, I created a doc that will help you to actually get everything set up easily. So this video will be a little bit fast, but you can go through this doc and understand everything. So if you go through developer.facebook.com in apps and select your app, then you can get the app ID and app secret here in basic. App ID and app secret, and those are the ones we'll use here. And secondly, this is the long-lasting access token. How to get it? First, you need, as I told you, you need a professional Instagram account, and you need to link it with your Facebook page. So here I created a Facebook page called AI News, and if I go in settings and linked accounts, I can see that I connected it to my professional Instagram account. So after doing that, you'll need to go to developer.facebook.com tools, and you will need to generate the access token, and after that you'll need to generate the long lasting access token. You'll add the permission to publish media, and then here there is also a step to generate the long lasting token. So here on /debug, you can actually generate the long lasting token. So after that, we need a Facebook Exchange token. You can get it from these GET requests. We need app ID, app secret, and the access token we just saved on the previous node. We need to get all the connected pages. So here, as you can see, I have the AI News. After that, we need now to get the connected account. Now we take that AI News that I had and get the connected professional Instagram account. And we need to go now through our Google Sheet and search for all the rows with status pending, and then loop through every row. First of all, creating this post request to /media. This will post it, but it will return the media ID. We need to publish it, and we need the query of the long token is the one that we pasted, and here we'll use the access token, the video URL. It will come from the Google Sheets, and the caption, and we wait for 30 seconds, and after that we publish the video, and we use the ID from the previous node and the token, the access token from the previous node as well. So this is all about the second workflow, and basically this doc will help you understand everything about the Facebook API, how to post Instagram Reels on automation. And if you have any question, feel free to reach out in the comment section. So the workflow that is going to be helping us to do this, we have two sub workflows. The first workflow will be getting the YouTube link and then trying to get all the interesting parts and then clip them using a server that I created. I'm going to share it with you. And then after clipping them, it will also save, the server will also save them to the cloud. I'm using Amazon Web Service S3. And then the S3 will return us the links to those videos and will save them to Google Sheet. So here I have a Google Sheet, and the Google Sheet will have download link, caption, and status. Status, it will be pending or done if it's already posted. And that's all about the first workflow. The second workflow is will be triggered if our Google Sheet is updated, and it will actually go ahead and use Facebook API to upload to our Instagram account all of those videos as Reels.